All right, so today we're taking a deep dive into blockchain,
Okay.
specifically Ethereum and the journey of its co-founder, Gavin Wood.
Right.
We've got a ton of great material to go through, articles, interviews, all sorts of things.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
So let's unpack what makes this technology so revolutionary and why Wood's vision for a decentralized future is so captivating.
Well, I think what's striking about Ethereum is that it's not just about the technology itself.
Right.
It's really about the potential that it unlocks.
Mm-hmm.
And Ethereum's success can be seen not just in the financial landscape, but also its ability to inspire developers.
Yeah, and one of the things that really jumped out at me from the research was this fact that Ethereum has created more millionaires than any other blockchain project.
Wow.
When you think about it, it's really kind of mind-boggling.
It's a powerful testament to the kind of economic force that a well-designed decentralized platform can generate.
Yeah,
But it's important to understand why
right.
the 2015 crowd sale was definitely a catalyst. But Ethereum's success goes beyond just the price of Ether.
Right.
It's the platform's ability to empower developers to build new applications.
Right.
And that ultimately attracts users and drives value.
Yeah, and that leads to what I found so fascinating, the concept of programmability on the blockchain.
Okay.
Before, Ethereum blockchains were mostly for tracking transactions.
Like with Bitcoin.
Exactly, like Bitcoin,
Yeah.
Ethereum with the EVM and Solidity changed all that.
Yeah,
Can you break down why that was such a pivotal moment?
absolutely. So before Ethereum, blockchain was basically a ledger. With the EVM and Solidity, it becomes a platform.
Okay.
And suddenly, developers had the tools to create dApps right on top of this secure and transparent blockchain.
Yeah.
And this is where things like DeFi and NFTs come from.
So DeFi and NFTs, those are terms we hear all the time.
All the time, yeah.
But let's break those down a little bit.
Sure.
DeFi, or decentralized finance, aims to recreate traditional financial systems like lending and borrowing on the
Yeah.
blockchain, right?
Yes, but it's not just replicating. It's going further
Okay.
and leveraging those unique properties of blockchain to create new financial tools. Like take flash loans, for example. Those are loans that are taken out and repaid within the same transaction.
Wow.
So it enables completely new trading strategies and financial instruments.
That's amazing. So it's not just about cutting out the middleman.
Right.
It's about creating possibilities that didn't exist before.
Exactly.
Okay, what about NFTs?
So NFTs are about establishing verifiable digital ownership on the blockchain. Think of it like a digital certificate of authenticity
Oh,
that can't be forged or duplicated.
gotcha.
It started with digital art, but it has implications way beyond that. You could use NFTs to represent property titles, event tickets, even voting rights, all securely stored and transferred on the blockchain.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see how Ethereum has paved the way for so much innovation.
Yeah.
But the research also highlights some challenges, specifically the issue of scalability. Yeah.
So I'm curious to hear your take on this and how it connects to Gavin Wood's journey.
Well, as Ethereum's popularity surged, it became clear that the architecture wasn't designed to handle the massive growth.
Okay.
This led to network congestion, slower transaction times, and higher fees.
Right?
They tried to address this through sharding, which divides the blockchain into smaller pieces to handle transactions more efficiently.
Right.
But those solutions often introduce their own complexities.
So it's like building a highway and suddenly it gets overwhelmed with traffic. You try to add more lanes, but then you just create new bottlenecks.
Exactly.
Is that where Gavin Wood's vision for Polkadot started to take shape?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He saw these limitations and felt there had to be a more elegant solution.
Okay.
He envisioned a network of interconnected blockchains, each specialized and optimized for specific tasks, but able to communicate and share information seamlessly.
Gotcha.
That's the core concept behind Polkadot.
Polkadot, that sounds intriguing. We'll definitely have to dive deeper into that in part 2.
For sure.
But before we move on, let's go back to those early days of Ethereum.
Okay.
I was really struck by the fact that Gavin Wood almost gave up on the project because of financial struggles.
Yeah.
What kept him going?
It's really a testament to the power of conviction. He believed in the potential of these decentralized systems,
Yeah.
even when few others did.
Wow.
This belief, fueled by his early experiences, drove him to persevere.
It's incredible to think how close the world came to missing out on Ethereum.
I know, right?
So what can we learn from his perseverance?
Yeah.
What drove that unwavering belief in this technology?
Yeah.
That's something we can explore in the next part of our deep dive.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So Wood's journey really mirrors the evolution of blockchain itself.
Yeah.
He was deeply involved in Ethereum's early development, instrumental in creating the EVM and Solidity.
Right.
But as Ethereum grew, he started to see those limitations.
Yeah, those scalability issues.
Exactly, around scalability.
Mm.
And this led him to, envision a different approach.
Okay.
One that could overcome these hurdles and unlock that full potential.
Okay.
That's where Polkadot comes in.
So let's unpack Polkadot.
Sure.
You mentioned it's a network of interconnected blockchains.
Yeah, we call them parachains.
Parachains.
Yeah.
Okay, so what makes this different from traditional sharding?
Okay, so sharding in its simplest form divides a blockchain into smaller segments
Right.
to process transactions more efficiently.
Okay.
But it creates these data silos, making it really difficult for smart contracts to interact across those shards.
Okay.
Polkadot takes a different approach. It's designed from the ground up for interoperability.
Okay.
These parachains can communicate and share information seamlessly.
So instead of just dividing up the workload,
Right.
Polkadot creates a system where different blockchains can collaborate.
Precisely.
Okay, so how does Polkadot ensure security across such a diverse network?
That's the key question. Polkadot uses a shared security model where a central relay chain acts as the foundation for the entire network.
Okay.
This relay chain provides security for all the connected parachains.
Okay, so it's like a central security system for a building protecting all the individual apartments.
Exactly.
Okay, but wouldn't this central relay chain create a single point of failure?
It's a valid concern.
Yeah.
But Polkadot addresses this through a sophisticated governance system
Okay.
and a robust validator network. So the relay chain security is maintained by a large number of validators
Gotcha.
who are incentivized to act honestly.
Okay.
It's complex, but the core idea is to decentralize security while providing a strong foundation.
So Polkadot aims to solve these scalability and interoperability challenges while maintaining that high level of security.
Exactly.
It's fascinating how these innovations tie into Gavin Wood's vision for a decentralized future.
Absolutely.
And the source material mentions this JAM protocol, which seems to fit into this vision.
It does.
Can you shed some light on what that is?
Okay, so the JAM protocol is a perfect example of Wood's pursuit of innovation.
Okay.
Remember those challenges with smart contract interactions across different shards?
Yeah.
Well, JAM is designed to address that by creating these dynamic temporary spaces called ephemeral playgrounds.
Ephemeral playgrounds.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I fully grasp that.
So imagine two smart contracts on different parachains need to interact.
Right.
Instead of sending messages back and forth.
Which can be slow.
Slow and inefficient.
Yeah.
JAM lets them temporarily meet in this playground.
Okay.
It's a dedicated space where they can interact directly.
Ah, so it's like a temporary meeting room.
Exactly.
Okay.
And by allocating resources to these playgrounds, JAM ensures interactions happen smoothly.
So Gavin Wood is constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible with blockchain.
He really is a visionary.
It's not just about the technical aspects, though.
Right.
The source material also touches on his philosophical views.
Yeah.
This vision for Web3.
Yeah, his vision for Web3.
So what is at the heart of that vision?
So Wood's vision
Yeah.
is rooted in decentralization and empowering people.
Okay.
He sees the internet now dominated by these big tech companies as flawed. He argues these companies have too much control.
Right, over our data.
Over our data and our digital lives.
So it's about taking back control.
Yeah, wresting back
from these centralized entities, creating a more user-centric internet.
Exactly.
Okay.
Wood believes that blockchain, with its inherent transparency, can be the foundation for a new internet. One where users own their data, control their online identities, and interact directly.
Without those middlemen.
Without relying on intermediaries, yes.
This is Web3.
That's the essence of Web3.
It sounds like a radical departure from the internet we know.
It is. It is a radical shift.
But how realistic is this? And how does Polkadot fit into this?
Polkadot is designed to be that infrastructure for this decentralized future. It's about creating a platform where all these blockchains can coexist.
So it's not just about replacing Facebook or Google, it's about creating a whole new paradigm.
Precisely.
Okay.
Wood believes this shift is not just desirable, but inevitable. It's a way to correct the imbalances and create a more democratic digital landscape.
It's a compelling vision.
It is.
But like you said, it's a radical departure.
It is.
There are bound to be challenges.
Oh, absolutely.
So how does Wood address these concerns?
Right.
What's his strategy for making this happen?
Why?
Let's dive deeper into that in the final part of our deep dive.
Okay.
It's clear that Wood's vision for this decentralized future is pretty ambitious.
It is.
I mean, it challenges how we think about the internet,
Yeah.
but the sources we've looked at also point out some unintended consequences of Ethereum's success, like the rise of speculation and this shift away from decentralization. How does this impact Wood's vision?
It's a big deal, and Wood's pretty vocal about it. He argues that Ethereum's growth, as groundbreaking as it was, also led to a lot of speculative activities.
Right.
And it kind of overshadowed the tech's true potential. The rise of meme coins and certain NFTs, driven more by hype than real utility.
Right.
That's a prime example.
So it's like a gold rush.
Yeah.
Everyone's just trying to get rich quickly.
Exactly.
And they lose sight of the bigger picture.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Wood believes that focusing on short-term gains distracts from that long-term vision.
Of a truly decentralized internet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that even revolutionary technologies can be susceptible to those human tendencies.
Right, like greed and hype.
Yeah, like greed and hype.
So how does Wood propose to steer the blockchain space back on course?
Well, his approach is twofold.
Okay.
First, education. Encourage developers and users to focus on building things that address real problems.
Right, create value.
Exactly, create real value.
Okay.
Second, he believes projects like Polkadot, with its focus on interoperability, scalability, and security, they provide a more sustainable foundation.
So it's about building a more resilient ecosystem.
Exactly.
That's not swayed by all the hype.
Right.
And stays true to those core values of decentralization.
Exactly.
But let's be real, transitioning from our centralized internet to a decentralized one, that's a huge task.
It is. It's monumental.
So how does Wood see this happening?
He knows it won't be overnight.
Right.
It's a gradual shift in mindset from both developers and users.
Okay.
As more user-friendly, decentralized apps emerge, people will naturally gravitate towards them.
Right, the ones that give them more control.
Exactly. Control over their data and their online experience.
So build a better mousetrap.
Yeah, essentially.
People will choose it.
That's the idea.
But then this brings up another question.
Okay.
If Web3 is all about empowering individuals, how do we handle the risks?
Right.
Security, scams, misuse, all that.
It's crucial to acknowledge those decentralization doesn't solve everything.
Right.
In fact, it might even bring new challenges. So Wood stresses security measures.
Okay.
User education, responsible development. He believes the community needs to create a safe and trustworthy environment for users to explore this new tech.
It's a balancing act, then.
It is.
Promote innovation, but also mitigate the risks.
Yeah.
This is going to be a complex challenge.
It is. It's a journey, not a destination.
Right.
There'll be bumps along the way, but the potential's huge.
Yeah.
Creating a more equitable,
right.
secure, and user-centric digital world.
Right, where people have control.
Exactly.
Well, we've covered a lot today.
We have.
Ethereum's beginnings, Wood's vision for a decentralized future. We've explored the challenges,
the opportunity,
and the potential impact of this technology.
It's been a great discussion.
So now that you've gotten a glimpse of this world,
the complexities and potential of blockchain,
Right.
and the visionaries like Gavin Wood, what role do you see it playing in the future?
That's a good question.
It's something to think about.
It is.
That wraps up our deep dive for today.
Thanks for having me.
It was great talking to you.